Hello and welcome to Science Week, and this year's theme, Food Different by Design. I'm Julian Mann from Central Northern Regional Libraries, and today we're going to have a look at one of the videos we made as one of our FAST workshops. It's on soda bread, and we're going to delve a bit deeper into the science behind how it works. Well, let's get started. So when you're talking about baking, you're talking about things rising to become nice and fluffy, the way we love it. There's three types of leavening agents. The first, in the more traditional breads, is a biological agent, which uses yeast, which is a live culture. It consumes the sugar and creates carbon dioxide. Another one that's quite interesting is vaporous leavening agents, and they're uses steam. So there's layers, and then there's steam. There's water in between them. And that water turns to steam, and then it causes it to puff up, and you'll see that in puff pastry. And the last one there is chemical leavening, which is done using baking soda and some sort of acid, in this case buttermilk, and that forms a chemical reaction. But let's take a closer look at that. So in the soda bread, you add baking soda and buttermilk, and that creates a chemical reaction. Now, a chemical reaction physically actually changes the substances, so that it changes the compounds into different compounds. So it's irreversible. It's a bit different to like physical changes, which can be done by beating an egg or something like that. It's still just egg, nothing. The actual chemical compounds don't change. So baking soda and buttermilk, through this chemical reaction, produces salt, water and carbon dioxide, and it's the carbon dioxide that actually creates the leavening, so the rising of the bread. And this chemical reaction takes place instantly. So you'll see in the video, as soon as the everything's mixed together, it's straight in the oven. And how the rising works is, from this chemical reaction, it forms little air bubbles of carbon dioxide, and as they get bigger, the bread rises, and the heat sort of solidifies the bread, causing it to stay in that position. Now, when you see bread and there's massive holes in it, that's the reaction has taken place too quickly, therefore creating massive bubbles, and that's not what we want. Also, if you leave it too long, or it's a small reaction, or too slow, the bread will solidify before it rises, and that can be a problem too. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and next time you're baking, you can think about what sort of leavening are you using, biological, vaporous or chemical. Thank you. Oh, and be sure to check out the link to that video for soda bread and our other fast activities in the description.